Hello. Hi, guys. Hello. Oh, my God. Sorry, I've just been out in the wind. My hair looks like I've been out in the wind. Hi, guys. I'm cool, sweaty. Who's here? Hi, Vicky. Hi, Chloe. Who else is here? Hi, Brianna. Hi, House of Lux. Hi, little chickens. I love chickens. Hi, Minnie. Hi, Sally. Hi, Clara. Hi, Gagan. Hi, Hope. Hi, Indigo Violet. Hi, Tanya. Hi, guys. Excuse my hair and my... Just been outside all day. Cool. Shiny. Hi, guys. It's been so long. Happy to see you live. Yes, it's been a long time. I've been working hard on the self-concept course, and I'm happy to say it's 99.9% finished. I just have to jig a few edits in the videos tomorrow morning or tonight, and then it'll be done. Hooray! Hi, guys. Hello. Hi, Sophie. Hi, Yesh. Hi, Jade. Hi, Topaz. All right, I'm going to the top. Where am I? I haven't been live for 2 weeks. This feels very strange. Hi, Vicky. Morning, Lois. Missed you. Was having a real good week with SP. Met up, unblocked, and even getting intimate. Triggered and reacted bad 3D. Now he's gone cold again and said he just wants to be friends. No sex, etc. Has cooled off with texting. I know I reacted 3D, but could this still be old story and thoughts coming in too? Been working so hard on self-concept now. Feel so deflated. Thank you. Don't worry, darling. Look, sometimes things will throw you and you'll think it's all going well, and suddenly shit pops up and you think, where the hell has this come from? I was doing so well. It is old story. It's still whatever story that's old, or it can be, it's all right, Dad, didn't bring her. Are you going to go to walk with Dad? My dad's here, can take the dog to walk. Go on, go with Dad. Sometimes, guys, it's old story, or you've had some fears since you got back together. So, Vicky, either it's old story that you had before that you haven't got rid of, or you've started to have some insecure thoughts like, oh, maybe he just wants to sleep with me, or maybe this won't work out, or this is too good to be true, or I can't believe this worked, or whatever insecure thoughts you were having just after you got back together with him, or just after you saw him again, or just while you were seeing him again, or just before. That'll do it. And a lot of people tell you, oh, it has to be really dominant. You have to be thinking for a really long time. I call bullshit on that. Bullshit. So investigate what you were thinking around the time that you got together. I think that's more likely. Hi, Lois. I missed you. Oh, sorry, my story is going to be long. Don't worry. Don't worry, Chloe. Okay, strap in. Part 1. Had a moment with SP and a bit excited to tell you. Not last Saturday, but the one before. I rampaged in the morning to a photo of SP and then scripted at about 10 p.m. about how beautiful and loving our relationship is, because I was feeling really good and 100% like the fiance. An hour later, he calls me out of the blue and pours his heart out to me. He was a little bit intoxicated, but regardless, I know what he was saying was literally how he felt. Liquid courage, haha. He said, Chloe, I wish you never left me. I wish you never took the ring off. You don't know how hard it is coming home to an empty house. Oh, I don't know how hard it's not being able to kiss you goodbye every morning or send a good morning text. Then I said, I want to come home. We can get back together. He said, I want you so badly. You don't understand. Then he tried telling me I don't want to come home. And I was trying to convince him I do. Oh, he thinks you don't want to. He wanted to come over, so he did. He stayed the night. It was so nice. Was so cute, calling me baby bub, etc. Like always, we cuddled all night. Was affirming he loves me and our relationship wonderful. Woke up in the morning, was still affectionate, but then brought up rekindling. And SP said he just wants to roll with the punches. I didn't react. Didn't make sense after telling me the night before how he wants to do just that. He kissed me goodbye. Next day on the phone, he says he doesn't want to rush into things. His mum also told him not to rush back into it with me. You've got some story where a whole lot of people are still upset with you, or some fucking story, darling, about other people, or he listens to other people, or he's afraid, or something. You've got some story going on there. Sorry, guys, I'm losing my light here. What's going on? Espanol remembers all the positive things. I know he absolutely wants us to be back together, but I've created assumptions he can't get past me hurting him. Yeah, taking the ring off, hesitant to rekindle due to this, and an assumption that his mum's opinion is weighing heavily in his decision to change that. I'm affirming. SP always loves and gives me. SP easily lets go of negative feelings. That's great. SP only remembers all the positive things about our relationship. SP always feels safe and secure with our relationship. SP mum loves us being together. Yeah, they're all great, darling. Is this the right way? Yes, that's wonderful. And also just ignore everything he says. You just say, well, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. Don't argue, don't cajole, don't convince. Just be like, well, I don't want that. They can't argue with that, because you're just saying, I don't want, I do want, I don't want. Or I feel this, or I feel that, or I miss you, or don't. But you're not telling them what to do, but you do it in your mind. No, we're together. We're so blissfully happy together. Is this the right way to change the assumption? Yes. Or should I say something else? Also trying to live in the end as engaged, married as much as able, but sometimes I feel my brain would rather look at it like he's coming back. Well, then do that, which makes it hard. I've been trying to revise the original breakup and not so nice things he says. I've scripted it out and reading it multiple times a day. He's also talking to his friends about me. He was at an event on the weekend and he said to his friend, Chloe would have loved this. So clearly he's thinking about me. Of course, he's obsessed. Darling, don't worry about any of the way he's coming out now. Just know that he loves you. You know he does. Obviously, I'm doing something right because it's definitely working. Wonderful. But I just need your guidance to get over the line. I hope it makes sense. Darling, you're doing everything right. I think it's perfect. Just give it time. Just give it time. You're saying all those things. You know it's from his heart. So decide that it is. And any minute now, you'll be back together. And you've got nothing to worry about. I've got nothing to worry about. We're so blissfully, happily married. I'm his person and he's mine and he can't see his life without me and he loves me, blah, blah, blah. You're doing everything right, darling. Just don't let anything he says or does throw you. Nothing. Nothing. Wonderful. Brianna, my friend has started to refer to SP as my boyfriend, been affirming that SP loves being my boyfriend. Oh, wonderful, darling. Love that. Also, I was affirming I have so many freckles on my face and the next day my friend randomly made a chat snap filter with freckles. Oh, really? Gee, I don't want to say that. I don't want any freckles on my face. I have no freckles on my face. I don't have any freckles. Hang on. Anyway, the night was fun. However, hang on. Where's the beginning of this House of Lux? Hi, Loz. I've been working on some concept, lots of people to land. On Saturday night, I met someone new at a bar and I felt a really beautiful connection with. He was literally spitting my affirmations to me and only had just met me that night. One of them was, "You're so different," which is related to that there is no one like me. Yes. Anyway, the night was fun. However, the next day I looked at his IG and 10 days prior to meeting me, he had reposted a story of a girl who tagged him as the photo was his shortened name and height with a love heart tattoo under her boob. So he mentioned nothing to me of this, so I'm so confused. I don't know how to approach this. Any advice? The fuck are you doing snooping around his Instagram? That could be his fucking sister for all you know. It could be an ex-girlfriend. It could be, who cares? It could be a girl he's trying to get rid of. Stop reading into it as it's something. Let this unfold and forget about her. If you make her into something, she'll be something. Trust me. Guys, if you see something on their Instagram and you think it's a thing, it'll be a fucking thing. Stop doing that. That's about your self-concept and not feeling chosen and feeling like, oh, yet again, things don't work out. Oh, yet again, I can't trust them. Oh, this one's a player too. Oh, he didn't tell me the truth. Do you have any of those kind of thoughts about men? You're doing it again. Stop that. I'm so confused why SP hasn't left third party yet. He tells me he loves me all the time and says he dreamt about me twice. We could do so much more things if she wasn't in the picture. It's because you don't feel chosen yet. He also still blocks me when he goes to see third party. How to give good meaning when he literally tells me he's going to see third party. I like chickens. You've got to get out of your head that she's even there. Is it actually okay to say nothing in the 3D about the girlfriend because I feel like I'm sending out a message, but I just want to have fun with you, but nothing serious? What can I affirm to make him understand I want the fully committed relationship? What can I affirm to make him take the action? You can't really say anything, guys. Honestly, you can say I don't really like having her around, but he might be like, well, I do. What you say doesn't matter. It's you feeling like she's still a threat, you feeling like she's never going to go away because you said it. It would be so much better if she wasn't there. Well, you're keeping her there by thinking about her, ruminating on her, being scared about her, thinking he's going to block you when she goes there, thinking you're not chosen by him, thinking you're not 100% chosen by him, so you won't be. You've got to get in your mind that you are the chosen person. There is no one else, no one else, no one else, no one else, and just banish that bitch from your mind, please. Been affirming and feeling good for months, but seeing the opposite, third party now involved. Any advice? Guys, it can happen. Did you ever feel unchosen? Did you ever feel not good enough? Did you ever feel like girls are competition? Did you ever feel like he didn't love you? Ta-da, here it is. Guys, this is what happens. Sometimes you'll be affirming for ages and shit still shows up. It's unfortunate, but it can happen. So allow it to just unfold in however way it unfolds and just see you and your person together and allow her to just disappear because you're disappearing her out of your own mind. Third parties hang around like a bad smell. They're buying a house together. I'm affirming self-concept only and have had movement with SP, but he's still not leaving her. Guys, a lot of unchosen people in here at the moment with third parties. Guys, you've got to understand, I don't care if the guy's saying, I love you, I only want to be with you, and the next minute he's gone fucking her, or he's buying a house with her, whatever the story is, you still haven't seen you and your person together and that person gone, and you still haven't seen yourself completely and utterly chosen by them. Completely and utterly chosen by them. That no one else can come in between you because you are the chosen one. If you're saying she's hanging around like a bad smell, well, that's your assumption, isn't it? So she's just going to keep hanging around. The smell's just going to get worse. Guys, you can do this, but you've already got to get a handle on your thinking, some of you girls. You're allowing the third party to ruminate and stay and fester and live inside your brain. She's bought a house inside your fucking brain, darling. That's where she's living. Sally. Hi, Loz. Found out third party is pregnant with SP. Oh, no. I know circumstances don't matter, but I'm struggling with this one. Feel heartbroken. What should I do? He'd been in contact with me a few months ago and trying to sleep with me. She was pregnant then, but I didn't know. He's not committed to her. Do I keep affirming? Darling, if she's pregnant, he's not committed to her, and he was ringing you when she was pregnant, what do you think? Doesn't sound like he's into her. Do you know how many guys don't stick around with the baby mama? Heaps. Don't worry about the pregnancy. To see you and him together. Honestly, it's a nothing burger. It's a circumstance. It's a nothing. Take good meaning from the fact that he's wanted to see you. I haven't been in the groups of lives lately. I haven't been doing lives. Been telling no man everything has been going really well. I'm making improvements in every area of my life these past few months. And wonderful, Clara. At any rate, this week something happened with SP that's thrown me a bit. Oh, look, guys, it can. I know it's annoying. Seemingly out of the blue. Yep, that can happen. SP texts me saying essentially that he's just going to give up. Throw in the towel that it's been years we haven't seen each other because of COVID. Oh, and then I haven't made any effort. Oh, no. I told him, okay, if that's how you feel. But that's not what you want. Why'd you say that? Why'd you say that, Clara, if that's not what you want? Guys, don't say what you don't want. I've done that before. I used to go, okay, but I didn't want it to be okay. I'd be like, well, that's not what I want, but okay. But say whatever you want, darling, but how are you going to fix this in your head? See you and him together? See you as with him and him not giving up? Hang on. I'm seeing a few more comments from you. On top of this, I'm really finally screening my feature film next month. My mother convinced me to invite SP after what he said, even though I had bad assumptions. He answered he couldn't understand. I would even ask, given what he'd said, and that it seemed insensitive. I said it wasn't my intention to hurt him anyway. He hasn't responded yet. Okay, given what he said, blah, blah, insensitive. You've got a story that you've hurt his feelings, that he's upset with you, that he thinks you're choosing a job over him, or whatever it is that you have got assumptions about, it's still showing up in the way he's acting. What are you assuming about the way he feels about you guys being apart? Whatever those assumptions are showing up in what he's saying and the way he's acting. What are they? Are you trying to act all like, I'm fine, everything's fine, and he's going, why are you acting like everything's fine? I'm not fucking fine. Do you do that a lot? Like have a big wall around you, acting like you're fine when you're not fine, you can't express feeling and can't be vulnerable? Is that what you're doing, Chloe? Sounds like it. Stop that, please. Hang on, where am I? God damn it. Jean, hi Loz, so much movement around me after mostly focusing on self-concept. I also manifest my brother to stop smoking. He's been smoking for a year since the pandemic started due to personal problems. He just told me he snapped out of it suddenly. Oh, you did that, darling. Wonderful. Yeah. Clara, give a good meaning, yes. At any rate, this week something else will be okay. When I think about the day SP will ask me to be in relation with him, I want to be sure SP wants the marriage and everything later on. What can I affirm? Well, imagine he does. You make sure he does in your mind. I miss Loz. Oh, yeah, sorry, guys. I really haven't been live at all, have I? Hello, friends. Happy Trivia Tuesday. Oh, Thomas. Seemingly, I saw that one. Hey, Loz. We really missed this week. Also, I'm sorry if I haven't a lot of questions to ask this time. We had a weird week emotionally and would like your advice about a few things. Okay, Lana, where's the rest of it? Can't see any more. I kind of stopped unintentionally manifesting my ex. I know he'll come back, but I just had to stop thinking and obsessing about it because it's draining me. I just had a gut feeling telling me that we broke up or things went downhill because because he wanted to go back to his ex, even though during our relationship he proved to me countless times he loves me and is serious about me. So I checked his Instagram to see if he follows her now. We broke up in bed, even though I never check anyone's social media. But this time my anxiety got the better of me, and when I saw they didn't follow her, I was relieved and felt like we can peacefully live my life and take a break from manifesting him, focus on fixing my triggers. Do you have any advice on me? Yes, you need to start feeling chosen, because the whole idea of an ex being a threat is about you not feeling good enough and you feeling like other girls compare to you and other girls will come along and take your man. And trust me, the next time you fucking check Instagram, if you're not careful, she'll be back. Because if you've got the dominant assumption the ex is a problem, the ex will be a problem. And the problem is in your mind, especially when they've been there trying to convince you that they're not a problem. Why did you even go and check? You don't sound like you've got your self-concept of I'm chosen, only I'm the chosen person together yet if you've gone to check. The checking tells me that you aren't thinking that people don't compare to you. You aren't feeling chosen. Otherwise, why would you even check? So yes, don't focus on him and focus on you feeling chosen, please. More than anything. Guys, trust me, I've done it a million times. Manifested an ex being a problem. Because you don't feel enough. Affirm that you're in a perfect marriage with him, live in the end if you were married. How would you think? Will you think like that? Not at all. Stop focusing on him so much. Yes. My SP told me he misses me last night. Wonderful. After barely any contact after the breakup, and then he didn't reply to my last message. I've been posting on his Snapchat, but also watching my stories. What's next? Well, just imagine that he's just playing hard to get. He's trying to act cool. He doesn't want to look too keen, but he's masturbating furiously about you and can't stop thinking about you and trying to think of what to say. And he's deleting texts and rewriting them and obsessed with you. Give a good reading, darling. I've been working so hard on my self-concept, been feeling incredible. I've not let the 3D affect anything, so it's just a waiting game. Yes, Hope, that's wonderful. Great. Don't let it throw you, please. Why do I attract guys that I'm not attracted to, and then guys that I'm attracted to aren't attracted to me and reject me? Because you feel like you're going to get rejected. And if you've got a rejection issue, sometimes you'll pick guys that are way, way like above you in your estimation on a pedestal, and you think they're so amazing, and the guys that you don't think so amazing, you don't give two shits about. Because you put people on pedestals that you really like. But then you assume because they're so far above you in your mind, they'll reject you anyway. So you're purposely picking a person who can't choose you. Do you have a problem with your looks or feel like other girls are prettier than you or body issues or just feeling like you compare to other girls a lot? You compare yourself to other girls a lot, and that's why you're choosing guys you're super attracted to, but you don't assume they're going to love you. They're going to not want you. You don't want you. They're going to want others. Where's it coming from? Advice, please. I know if I want a third-party SP gone, we ignore they exist and focus on life without them. Would you say to do the same if we want a certain ex to go away to? Yes. The ex is just as big a third party as an actual third party, guys. Absolutely. Hello, darling Loz. Happy Trivia Tuesday to you. Oh, thank you, darling. Hi, guys. Hey, Loz, we missed you. Hope you're well. We're so close to having SP give me his new number 2 weeks ago and the chance for us to be friends at his suggestion. Yes. Then he cut me off, was really mean and hurtful. I've spiraled emailing him a lot. My only means of contact, no answer from him. I know, stupid me. I've been crying a lot too. We'll stop that, darling. Again, of late, hadn't in a while. Think it's thought of being so close after 5 months, heartbreak a bit for me. And I did wrong things in my response to him, like agreeing I understand instead of saying, let me show you how we can mend this. Why are you thinking you need to mend it? Why are you thinking you need to send all the messages? Why are you thinking you've messed it up? Why are you annoyed at yourself for forgetting my power, undoing my work? Tears have caught me off guard, still fix this. Jade, you're doing a whole lot of beating yourself up. I do that. And I used to send fucking essays to people to fix things because I used to assume I'm the one who fucked it up. I need to fix it. Why are you assuming that? That's a whole lot of I'm not good enough. Something's wrong with me. I mess things up. Things never work out for me thinking. You need to get rid of that. Please. It'll fuck you every time. Please stop thinking you've messed anything up. Assume it's all going to work out and don't text him anymore or email him. Amazing news. What's this flamingo? I miss these. Where is it? Tanya, I have no issues getting people back now. I just want to get rid of a few. One in particular. I will get rid of them, darling. Bobbit. Loz Live. Well, who'll be listening to reruns? Ah, darling. Jade. Also getting movement things. Lots of people and I have a huge list on my phone. Remind me. So why is SP doing this? Because you care more about them, darling. The ones you care about the most, sometimes it's harder because you've got an old story. 3 weeks talking every day and then saw him Saturday and he's gone ghost for 3 days. Work to do, shake my head. Don't worry, darling, it's only 3 days. Maybe they fell down a well. Maybe he's lost his phone. Maybe he's got concussion in the hospital. He can't remember who he is. Give a good meaning, please. Well, I noticed you don't need to know your core issues by going in depth in your childhood. You can know your issues based on your triggers and reactions. Yes. So I'm very aware about my triggers and reactions. Yes. A lot of people don't know what their childhood is. I mean, in my course, I'm going into the childhood stuff. But you can just identify it from your own triggers. If you know what the triggers are, you'll know what the problem is. Exactly. A lot of people don't know what their childhood trauma is like. They've blocked it out on purpose. And to relive it's very hard. So hard to ignore 3D when your SP is given barely any attention. Well, stop saying that. Guys, say the complete opposite. No, they're giving me so much attention. They love me. They can't stop thinking about me, etc., etc., etc. The complete opposite of all that shit. Write down all the shit you're thinking and then write the opposite on the other side of the page. It's my dad, guys. Say hello to the internet, Dad.
Hi, internet.
Aaron, hi Loz. I've been working on my self-concept rather than SP and money manifestations. Just made money and got a promotion. Oh, winning. Wonderful, darling. Also, new SP on scene. Treats me like a queen. Oh, wonderful. Love it. Good morning, Loz. Great to have you back. You were so missed. Oh, thanks, Denise, darling. Good to have you back. Missed you, Loz. Had to pull up pavlova for my birthday. I thought of you. Had a pavlova. That's very Australian of you. Hi, Loz. I missed your lives. My daughter is back from college this week and she's staying at my mum's, not with me. Things are better between us, but I want her back home when she's not at school. Don't worry, Arlene. Don't push it. Slowly catch your monkey, even with the kids. Just allow it to unfold. Please allow it to unfold. Okay? You're doing well. Have a new SP. He is amazing and literally showering me with love and intention, flowers all the time, carrying my bag, etc. Do you have any tips not to let self-concept slide until this behavior carries on? So this behavior carries on. You can see the problem there? So this behavior carries on. You're assuming it's not going to. Why are you assuming that? Why can't you just think that's going to carry on until you die? Stop thinking it's going to stop. Of course he's going to shower with me attention forever. This is going to go on forever. Lady, happy birthday, Clara. That sounds good. I'm craving now. Oh, it's your birthday, Clara. Happy birthday. Morning from London, Loz. I got movement from SP back in February, but he's gone quiet again and ignoring. Shall I just focus on self-concept for the moment before going back to SP affirmation? Thank you. Look, guys, you can do both. The thing is, you're going to think of them anyway, aren't you? It's the same just do. Oi! Be quiet! Molly! Oh, gosh, sorry, guys. You've got to think of them anyway, so it's very, very difficult to stop thinking about them. So if you think about him, do the it's my brother's fiance picking up the dog, and do SP and self-concept, or focus just on self-concept if you can. Hi, Loz, trying to get a new house. I keep saying it's mine and watching videos of the show house in the area I want. Is there anything else I can do? Sorry, guys. We've got dogs and trying to get a new house. I keep saying it's mine and watching videos of the show house in the area I want. Is there anything else I can do? Imagine yourself living in it. Imagine your furniture in that house. Imagine you sleeping in the bed in that house. Imagine opening the door of that house, having the key to that house, having a house party in that house. Hi, Loz, new sub. Love your energy. You crack me up with maybe if phone down fell down the well kind of examples. Oh, thank you, darling. Thanks for subscribing. Yell at me, please. My brain is on one about the 3D. I can't yell at everyone, guys. Guys, look, the best person I think to watch about 3D and ignoring it is Sasha. If you guys haven't discovered Sasha yet and you're not on TikTok, I suggest you go to TikTok and go and listen to the channel called I Am Sasha Official. Okay, Sasha Ann. She's great and she always gives you reminders every day about ignoring the 3D. I often forget to tell you guys that, but she's great at it, okay? Hi, Mel. Oh, is she coming tomorrow? Yeah. Hang on. Sorry, guys. Just ask her if she could bring the dog tomorrow. Meryl? Sorry, guys. Are you coming tomorrow? Okay. That's all right. I'm on YouTube. Okay, see you in the morning. Okay, bye. Sorry, guys. I'm on dog babysitting duties. So I just want to check the dog's still coming tomorrow. Hang on. Where was I? Happy to see you. Oh, good to have you back, Loz. Long one. I'm separated from my son's father. He has a girlfriend who is awful. I don't want to change her as I find the old story too hard. Our son also doesn't want to be around her as he doesn't like her. How do I get her to go? It is like a third-party situation. Thanks, Loz. Love you. You're the best. Oh, that's right, Victoria. Listen, darling. Either you imagine you and your guy back together and your son and your little family back together, or you imagine that she's just not there. Either way, or you can change her in your mind and decide that you'll get along and you're all happy families and you've got a new partner and you'll get along well. Either way, it's whatever you want. But if you're trying not to change the old story of her because you'd like her gone, or, I mean, it's very difficult. If you keep having the story that she's awful, she'll stay that way. So if you choose not to change the story about her, unfortunately, she'll just stay like that. So you can either decide she's nice to you, your son gets along with her, you all get along, happy families, and you've got a lovely new partner now, or you decide you're back together with your person. Or you can decide she's gone, but it's kind of hard to do. I mean, try it. Get rid of her in your mind. See if she goes. Get rid of her. Hey, Loz, miss you so much. Working on subconscious affirmations, living Love living in my head with my SP, but I don't like how the 3D version of him is turning. It's all right, darling. He doesn't trigger me, but what would you suggest to do? Just ignore the 3D. Ignore it. Live up in your mind more. If you're enjoying living in your mind, darling, live up there as much as you can. 24 hours a day if you can. Made me so happy with the reassurance laws. It's been a good move with SP, just in quiet time now since then, not letting it throw me. Everything will be perfectly fine. Everything will be, Chloe. It's such a good story. Honestly, I can't see anything wrong with that story. Just stop reading into the negatives. Stop seeing the negatives. Lois, I saw my SP again after 3 months no contact. I was intimate with him that night, but everything went wrong. His kids woke up, so I had to hide under the blanket. But I haven't heard from him since. I found out he was with third party a week after he saw me. What do I do? Did you have a story that, oh, you feel so sad now. Do you have a story that because the kid saw you, he can't invite you again, or you've upset him, or he wants other people, or you're not chosen by him, or he's a player? What's the story you got about him? Get rid of it. There's obviously a story there. It's not good. I found out he was a third party. I saw that one. Jeanette, hi, Loz. I've been working so much on self-concept, felt wanted and chosen, and my friend has invited to go to Rome to stay with him and his family. I've not experienced this before, but it's a beautiful feeling. Hi, Loz. I've been working much on. Hang on, let me read this again. I'm working so much on my self-concept, feeling wanted and chosen, and my friend has invited me to go to Rome to stay with him and his family. I've not experienced this before, but it's a beautiful feeling. Oh, wonderful, darling. Oh, to Rome. I love Rome. My favorite. Wonderful. Sorry, I was off in Fit with Fairies and thinking of something else while I was reading it. Hang on, where am I? When do you go live on TikTok? I've not gone on live on TikTok for 2 weeks, guys, just so I can get this course finished. Sorry, but normally around this time. Oh, thanks, Jeanette, for the little sticker. Oh, that's so sweet of you. And you're going to Rome. How gorgeous. Love Rome. Make sure you go to the Campo di Fiori and have a coffee. It's a little place you sit and have coffee. The market stalls and everything. My breakup last year with SP hurt me so much. So now when SP responds slow, I get really anxious and get scared. Thoughts like, don't get too attached to this. It might not go how you want. Relationships this young never last. It's too good to be true. What can I work on? Well, that'll keep happening then, darling. That's why it's not working out. Why do you think it's not working out then? Because you've got this doom and gloom, pessimistic thinking. Get rid of that. Right? The complete opposite of each of those. It is true. Relationships always last. My relationships always last. I always get what I want. Right? Is it okay to rampage your affirmations through in a conversation? Yes, darling. Do it any way it suits you guys. Any way that suits you. Hi, Loz. I miss seeing you. Ah, he was really nasty. What are we saying, Misha? Where's the front of this? Where's the beginning? Misha, right at the beginning of that. I've missed it. Can't see anything by Misha. What happened? Hello, Loz. Missed your live. Sending you hugs all the way from Texas. Oh, thank you, darling. I said that's not what I want because I didn't say that's not what I want because I didn't want to fight. Oh, okay. Oh, Loz, my SP got a job offer after being retrenched. Oh, wonderful, darling. Great. And yes, I find it difficult to express my feelings without like exploding or triggering him. So that's why it's happening. I've noticed I do have a recurring pattern belief, though, that I'm a bad person and I hurt people so much they can't forgive me and continue to love me. Well, then you're fucked, Clara. So you're so fucked up in your own mind that you screw everything up, that you hurt people. So he's still hurt by you. That's the story. I said to you, you've got a story that you hurt him and it's insensitive to invite him places. You can't express a feeling. You say, okay, and act like everything's fine when it's not fucking fine. So how is the guy going to know how you're feeling, first of all, when you're acting like everything's cool? And then you're inviting him places like nothing's fucking happened. And then deep down you're thinking, well, he doesn't want to come because he's hurt by me. And anyway, even if this does work out, it'll all go to shit. Fix that, please. Clara, that's a whole lot of, I'm not good enough. Things never work out for me. I'm not chosen. I'm wrong. I got criticised a lot as a kid or something's wrong with me. And so I fuck everything up thinking. Go and do my I am chosen sleep tape, please. And use the affirmations in that because you're feeling like you fuck things up, and say things like, I have to say to myself, I'm not wrong. I don't do things wrong. There's nothing wrong with me and everything works out for me. Right? Stop thinking you've hurt him. You've got to get rid of that story. Trust me, I have that story a lot with people and you've got to get rid of it. Because I'll just continue to turn up hurt. Last time I commented on here, my SP wanted distance and less than a week he came back. Things were good for a few months and I was still working on commitment and he was watching my thoughts. Now again, he Once time apart, what am I doing wrong? Sometimes you'll just let your thoughts slip, or the old story creeps back in, or the old version of him creeps back in. A whole lot of stuff can happen, guys. Just don't let it throw you. Okay, well, he's turned up this way now. Well, I'm not letting it throw me because it's just old story, or it's just a fear I had pop up recently that I'm not aware of. So who cares? Don't be thrown by it. And don't read into it that he wants time apart. I don't care what he said. Imagine that time apart's killing him, and any minute he'll be back. Seen my SP first time in 9 weeks in a club. She tried to smile at me, but I ignored it as I didn't know what to do. Felt like a ruined chance. Speak to her. Don't say that, darling. What do I do if the third party is my SP's best friend? Guys, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Just imagine ever since you saw her, she can't stop thinking about you. She can't stand the best friend. They're not together anymore. Get rid of that person in your mind. Just imagine that they can't stop thinking about you ever since you saw them and you haven't messed it up. Stop thinking you messed it up. And see you and her together, please. Hi, Loz. What to do when third party is a friend? I just can't remove her from my life forever. Well, then you're going to have to get a handle on what you think about them, guys, if you can't get rid of them. Now can I feel more worthy and deserving of love? Sometimes I feel like I don't deserve it. I have OCD. How can I get rid of my OCD? I'm struggling with it. Guys, got OCD. It's a whole feeling of feeling safe when you do things. When I do this, I'll feel better. When I touch this thing 5 times, I'll feel better. I'll feel safe then. So say things like, I don't need to do anything to make myself feel better. I feel safe. I know how to make myself feel safe. I make myself feel safe and secure every day. I know how to calm myself. I know how to be safe. I know how to feel safe. I am safe. I don't have to do anything to feel better. I don't have to do this anymore, right? And do my anti-anxiety meditation, darling. And if you don't feel like you deserve it, you're really going to have to work on your self-concept, darling. The more you work on your self-concept, the more deserving you'll feel of love. Trust me. Hi, Loz. I hurried back from the gym to finally catch a live after your break. Oh, yes, I was having a break from lives. I worked on my self-concept and manifested my ex, but he came back really stalkery and harassing me, and I had to make him go away. Oh, no. How do I get a new SP but not the old silly SP returning as a stalker? Okay, well, just imagine the SP you want, even if you don't know who they are. Just imagine all the qualities of that person, darling. Write a perfect man checklist. Imagine they sleep in your bed every night, and trust me, they'll just turn up. I have, hey, Loz, I want to manifest my life partner. Should I visualize them next to me? No, yeah, just what I said. So write the perfect man checklist, a woman checklist. Read it a lot. Oh, yes, that's who they are. That's what our life is like, right? And every night, imagine their arms around you. Imagine them talking to you. Imagine what they would say. Imagine what they're like. Thank you, Loz. You've really changed my life. I only found you a few weeks ago. You've completely helped me change my whole mindset. Oh, wonderful, Hope. Thank you for helping me believe I'm so powerful. Oh, wonderful. Yes, everyone's saying hello. Everyone's saying hello to my dad, but he's gone. When do you go live on TikTok? Not for a while, guys. Again, maybe this week. Hi, Loz. I've been religiously watching you for about a year, so I should know exactly what to do, but I'm stuck. Oh, don't worry, Fairy. I've been affirming and working on my self-concept, but I feel so stuck. Where's the rest of this? I feel stuck sometimes too, guys. Don't worry. I've been stuck in an episode for a few months, and I'm finding it hard to change anything inside me when I feel like this. Everything with SP has gotten so much worse. I'm trying not to focus on 3D. Okay, well, what's actually happened? I know I need to work on the story with my SP and my self-concept more. It's just at the moment, everything's getting worse with SP. We've got to... I have a BOD. I have BOD and keep splitting on him. What's BOD again? Body dysmorphia? No. Borderline personality disorder? No. What's BOD, darling? Look, whatever it is, just work on the self-concept issues. So whatever the thing is you're triggered by, write it down. How is he triggering me? Why do we keep fighting? Why do we keep arguing? Why do I keep pushing him away? What is it that's causing this? So write down what it is you do and what's triggering you. So him leaving me on red, him not spending enough time with me, blah, blah, blah. And then write the opposite. No, he spends lots of time with me because I'm never ignored. I'm always given all the love I need. I don't need to push people away anymore. I love having them close to me. Whatever it is you're doing, write the opposite as an affirmation, darling. You've really got to work on that because if you're allowing the triggers to trigger you, you're not identifying what your triggers are and why they're triggering you. And stop reading into it and saying it's getting worse. Stop saying that. BPD, okay. So the BPD stuff, darling, is mostly a fear of abandonment. Okay, have you been watching the Johnny Depp trial? Have you seen what Amber Heard's BPD behavior is like? Clinginess and then pushing them away. But she does mostly clinginess, okay? But you're doing the opposite, which can be counterproductive in BPD. You're like going, you're going to leave me, so instead of you leaving me first and me clinging to you, I'm just going to push you away and disappear because I'm afraid you're going to hurt me any minute and you're going to leave any minute, right? So it's an abandonment fear that you're going to abandon me, so I'm going to abandon you first. Is that what you're doing? You're abandoning them first before they abandon you? The people in my reality always stay. They're always there for me. I don't have to be afraid anymore. I know they're always here for me. Say those things. He's always here for me. I can trust he's always going to be here for me. Why am I dreaming up these scenarios in my mind? They're not true. They're just scenarios I've thought up. He's not going anywhere. He loves me. Stop pushing him away to stop yourself getting hurt. That's why you're doing it. Hang on. Where am I? I focus on subconcept because I noticed I thought too much of that SP. Full on subconcept made me forget to even affirm him. Really? Oh, that's good. Hang on. Where's missed a lot here. Wait a second, guys. And we then spontaneously had a coffee because we were getting along so well, had a genuinely great time. Oh, wonderful, Bunny Honey. Where's the beginning of that? I missed it. Oh, that's wonderful. Hey, Lois, happy to see you back. My landlord just decided to increase the rent, and I'm not too sure how to stop using the law. Any advice, please? Just imagine you got the rent you want. I live at this house at such and such a week. We love only spending such and such on our rent. We only pay blah, blah, blah a week. My landlord loves me so much, they let me pay whatever I want. So things like that. I'm working on self-concept, recognize I have a story that I feel the need to prove myself, show I am good, overcompensate. Parents were not there as I was a kid. I'm doing the same with SP. Any ideas to help? I am more than enough. I don't need to do anything to make anyone love me. I don't need to overgive. I don't need to people please. I don't need to prove myself. I'm enough just as I am. I am perfect just as I am. I don't need to do anything to prove myself. Me being me is enough. Say that. My SP's mum really likes me and wants me to be with SP. She's trying to set up a date for some reason. I'm getting worried that my SP will reject me again. How can I overcome the fear of this? Darling, if you're fearing it, it'll happen. So stop. The rejection comes from feeling like you're not enough, that things never work out, that something's wrong with you, that any day now the other shoe's going to drop and it's all going to go to shit thinking. Identify which one of those thoughts it is and then figure it out and say, I'm going to say the opposite of this. I'm going to think the opposite of this. She loves me so much, I must be great. I focus on, I saw that one. Christy, should we continue to reach out and show interest or let them come to us if you have a history of chasing? Well, it's up to you, darling. If you feel like you're chasing and that doesn't feel good for you, then stop. And then assume they're going to approach you. But you can do whatever you want, guys. It's the thinking that matters. You can chase them all you like, but as long as you're thinking that I'm not chasing, I can do what I want. Okay, it's the thinking behind it. Lord, do your family and friends manifest too? Not really. Yes, Sasha is so good. Yes, please go watch Sasha, guys. I love Sasha. Hi, Loz. I saw a video from Manifesting Kimberly where she said she made a TikTok account just because she loves you and she wished to go live with you. Yes, we will, because she didn't know who I was and people kept mentioning her on me on her live. So then she came on TikTok to watch me, and then she introduced herself to me on a comment, and I said, "Bitch, get a TikTok." And the whole plan is I'll go live on TikTok with her because I've got more followers on there, and then we're going to figure out a way to go live together on YouTube. I just haven't got in touch with her because I've been so busy, and I know she's really busy with doing calls. I mean, I think she's really booked up, but I would love to do a live with her. She's just so great, and she's so hilarious, isn't she? Love her. I will. I promise I will soon. Was that recently, Antonio? Oh, she's so great. Been affirming SP kind of. SP loves hearing from me, but still in 3D, he is often kind of busy, talk later, and cold. I want him to be excited like a teen and talking every time he hears from me. Any advice? Well, stop thinking he's cold. If you assume they're going to be cold, if you assume they're going to be busy, if you assume you're not the priority, you won't be prioritized. If you even assume things like, oh, he's going to be busy, he won't want to talk to me today. When I ring him, it's probably bothering him. He's probably got other stuff on. He's probably busy right now. Then he will be. If you're assuming coldness, they'll be cold. Stop assuming that. He loves talking to me. He loves hearing my voice. He rings me first. I don't even have to ring him anymore. I know I need to work on the story with my SP and my self-concept more. It's just at the moment everything is getting worse. Stop saying that, please. I've already answered that. Gagan, from an affirmation video Sasha did and something you said on a live, I realized how I feel abandoned. When I was about 5, an older cousin left the family because she had a black partner. Oh. So you felt like she abandoned you. This was not accepted in my culture in the 90s, and I would beg to go and see her. No one told me why I couldn't see her. Should I write my younger self a letter to explain I was not the problem? Oh, yeah, absolutely, darling, that you didn't do anything wrong, that she was dying to see you, that your parents were just really backward and living in 1955 and they should have known better, and everyone's so open-minded now in your family, and you get to see your cousin and you didn't do anything wrong and there's nothing wrong with you, and that was a bad decision they made, but no one's going to leave you anymore. Everyone stays in your reality. Yes, write a letter to the little you, explaining to you that you didn't do anything wrong and that was a really silly decision everyone made and they were all backward. I find that sometimes what I think is something negative I created was in fact a step towards something moving forward with SP. Oh, that's good, darling. Great. Loz, do you feel like your life is meh on the days you don't affirm? When I affirm, the things I affirm for happen, like I get loads of attention, etc. The days I don't affirm, my life is back to square one. When I've got sick or I've got really lazy or I've got busy, like during doing this course, I don't affirm as much. And yes, it really does affect me very badly. Probably have that assumption, but yeah. Thanks, Loz. Thank you for your answer. I don't want to get back with my ex. I just want my son to be happy when he's with his dad. Okay. Well, either you banish her completely from your mind and reality, but that is, I don't want to say it's quite difficult, or you could just assume they all get along, but maybe you just hate the bitch and you've got vitriol towards her and you've got to get rid of that. And that's about you, Victoria. So if you're holding a whole lot of resentment about her, your son will feel it, experience it, and reflect it back in your reality that you hate her. So he'll hate her too because you're the mum. And you're fucking your relationship with your ex and your son because of your hatred of the woman. So until you get over the hatred of the woman and stop seeing her as a bitch and someone who stole your husband or whatever, your son and your husband aren't going to have a very good relationship, are they? Because your son is only reflecting your thinking. So unfortunately, the way he's acting and the way he feels about her is coming from the way you feel about her. So you could be not wanting to change the old story about her all you like, but it's not going to help your son, is it? So have you got a really old story that she came along and stole your ex and you don't want your ex anymore because he's cheating, lying, so-and-so, but you hate her? Well, guess how that's going to turn out? Not great. You have to take responsibility for the fact that you lost your ex in the first place, or a person came along in the first place, or a person came along that you don't like in your reality. You caused that. If you can't understand you're the only cause, you're going to hate her, blame her, try and banish her from your reality. And unfortunately, another bitch will turn up next week and some will hate her too. You haven't accepted you caused it. I know that sounds harsh, but you haven't done that in the story, and that's why it's still happening. So banish her is not going to make any difference. But I would affirm that your son and your partner have a great relationship, yes. Mhm. But tell me what you think of her and where they're coming from, and then that's why it's happening. I've been affirming for so long, I thought some things would have been embedded into my subconscious by now, but no. Well, stop saying that. Your dad is handsome. That's nice, I'll tell him. He's just got off a boat. He's been traveling on a boat from Bali with almost no food. So he's like, I'm really skinny. Look how skinny I've got. Loz, I have important physics exam in a week that I am intensively learning for, but how can I manifest great outcome with help of LOA? Which techniques do you find best? Thank you for everything. I passed my physics exam so easily. I'm an A grade student. That exam was a piece of piss. I found that exam so easy. I remembered everything in that exam. I retain all the information I study. I'm an A grade student. I passed that exam with flying colours. Jenny, Loz, I have a childhood issue of neglect and have been working to change the belief that everything is so much easier and nicer for everyone else. I'm affirming I never miss out, but it doesn't feel enough. Okay, so start saying everyone is there for me now. Okay, I had a shitty childhood, but this is the new me and everything is easy for me now, and everything's just as easy it is for me as it is for everyone else. In fact, it's easier because I know I run my reality, so I make everything easy now. I don't think that things are going to not work out. I don't think things are going to go bad. I don't think people are going to ignore me or not be there for me. I think the complete opposite now of all that old shit I used to think. Okay, that happened to me, but I'm not going to let that ruin my life. I'm the new me. I'm the new version of me now. Say things like that to him. It's too late for me to tell him that's not what I want. Darling, it's never too late to say anything to them, but it's not the saying that matters. It's the, am I emotionally vulnerable? Am I going to actually be able to take my walls down? Am I actually not going to be afraid that he will hurt me? Am I going to be able to express myself and feel that that's okay? Can I be the real me, Clara? It doesn't matter what you say. It's what you're thinking while you're saying it. Everyone loves the real me. Everyone loves how vulnerable I am now. He loves how vulnerable I am. When I express my feelings, he loves that. It brings us so much closer. Say that, Clara. My SP texted me after 4 months no contact. We texted only for a while, and I annoyed her in that time by not responding for 3 days and joking around. Now I don't know what to do next or when she will text next. That sounds like the kind of thing I used to do, and then I used to beat myself up and think I'd fucked it up. If you haven't fucked it up, you're thinking you fucked it up. I'm also getting weird dreams about it, third party and acquaintance, which doesn't even exist. Look, guys, if you think you fuck things up or you dream up bad scenarios about other people outside of you, that's a whole lot of I'm not chosen thinking tan B, and you've got to fix that. Go and do my I am chosen sleep tape and start using those affirmations and you've got to say things like, I don't do things wrong. I don't annoy people. People don't get upset with me. That's the old me. Mhm. X is not sticking around for love. He's sticking around to still abuse. He's the only yuck in 3D after self-concept was hard with everyone. Revise, not stick. I don't think because I really don't want him in life anymore. Okay, so you tried to revise it and it didn't stick. Okay, so maybe revision doesn't help you. That's fine. I find revision very hard. So just say things like, okay, that guy isn't in my reality anymore, or he's so wonderful to me now. He treats me so beautifully. That's the old way he used to act. He doesn't act that way anymore with me. Hang on, where am I? I don't know where I am. Hang on. How to act in 3D when he's hot and cold. I'm affirming, but in the meanwhile, I don't want to feel like I'm flirting with him or pursuing him more than he's with me. Well, stop thinking that. Stop thinking that's what you're doing, that he's pursuing you more than him. Oh, hang on. That you're pursuing him more than he is with you. Stop saying that. Stop thinking you have to pursue. Stop saying that. Stop saying he chooses you. He's not cold towards you. He's hot towards you. The complete opposite of all the shit you're thinking, darling. Hang on, where am I? Losing my place here, guys. Wait a sec. All right, guys, I'm not going to stay on here forever. When it gets to an hour, I'm off, okay? Because I've got to finish this course. Watching from India today rather than London. Oh, Tara, are you? Loz, help. I met my SP on a film set. I sing in a band. I play in the theatre. But after great fights, the SP told me he couldn't handle my activity on stage. So either or. Oh. I don't know what the problem is, darling. Well, just imagine that you never had that discussion, or you did, and it doesn't matter. And he doesn't care. He doesn't care about what you do or the activity on stage or anything. He doesn't care anymore. He just loves you so much. He wants you no matter what. Hi, Loz, watching from India. I saw that one EFT tapping affirmations about secure and safety helped my OCD, and self-concept suddenly made my OCD go poof. Oh, good. Okay, so EFT tapping, if you've got OCD, I am safe and secure. I always feel safe and secure. I know I'm safe and secure. Tapping in your affirmations, things like that. Damn, I just remembered you were alive. Oh, hi, Rianne. Loz, what can I do to trust my SP and others more? I've been hurt in the past. I can trust the people I love with my heart now. I know now they are never going to hurt me. Say that, darling. Loz, I get really insecure because my SP is in touch with his ex. Should I affirm something to get him out of his life, or should I feel secure even with her around? Guys, you can get rid of her all you like, but another one will come along, or some girl on his Instagram or something. That's you just feeling not chosen, you feeling like you won't be wanted, you feeling like you're not enough, you feeling like there's something wrong with you, and other girls compared to you and better than you, and that's about you. It's not about the girl. So you can manifest her away all you like, won't make any difference. Been watching all your videos today, and I thought I haven't caught a live in a while. I'm going to catch one today, and here we are. Oh, wonderful. If the person who has had OCD means OCD intrusive thinking, I used to have that, and I stopped saying I have it, and it's decreased drastically. I know it's hard, but stop affirming it. Yes, stop affirming you have it. It's like if you have BPD or OCD or PTSD, stop fucking saying you've got it, guys. You're reaffirming it in your mind and telling your brain, oh, we've got this fucked up thing. Oh, yeah, I've got this fucked up thing. Stop saying it. Exactly. Hi, Loz. Took your advice a few weeks ago and stopped contacting him and worked on self-concept, and he called me 3 days later and asked to see him when I was always the one contacting him. But then after I didn't contact, sorry, Mel, for over a week, and he told me he had a new girlfriend. What do I do now? I feel so shocked. He had told me he wasn't wanting to be in a relationship. Oh, no, darling. Just imagine he said it to make you jealous. Give it some good meaning. He was lying. He loved you so much. He was just trying to see what your reaction was. He thought you were cold, and that's the only reason he was doing it. It's a whole made-up story to get you to commit to him. Give it good meaning, darling. Or just imagine you and him together and just imagine she'll disappear in a week. Well, I've been focusing on self-concept and understanding my triggers and the emotions they cause. I saw that SP and third party went on vacation. I felt just 5% triggered compared to my old self. I muted SP's Insta. Oh, good, darling. That's great that you feel only 5%. Great. That's me too with the BPD. I relate. Personally, I think Herd shows more traits of psychopathy than BPD, but that's a whole other conversation. Yeah. Have drastically improved since working on self-concept. We're not irreparably broken. And you're not irreparably broken, guys. And stop thinking you've got BPD. Stop saying you got it. Okay, so someone diagnosed me with that. Okay, some shit happened to me when I was a kid that makes me think people are going to leave, or I'm not secure. All right, well, I'm just going to change that. Fuck that diagnosis. Yeah, she's a fucking psychopath. Can I manifest? She's given BPD a bad name everywhere. She really is. Can I manifest my parents? They've been scammed out of money and tradesmen have been undesirable, so I want them to get their money back and more work will go smoothly. Imagine their whole house is fixed. The whole house is finished. All the work that needed to be done is finished. Imagine the house that way. Imagine them telling you on the phone. Imagine them in relief telling you, oh my God, the whole house has been fixed. They fixed it so quickly. Imagine the money back in the bank. Imagine them telling you the money's back in the bank. Imagine you having a party about the fact that everything's been resolved, etc. Imagine it resolved. I have a hard time believing that people think of me, of our memories, miss me, and long for me the way I do for them, or movies, books, etc. When I'm not there with them, where does this come from? Or just feeling like you're not wanted by them, darling. That I want them more. That things don't work out for me. Where are you getting that from, or why are you thinking that? So reverse all of those things. Of course, they think of me. They reminisce about me all the time. They miss me. They long for me. They have such longing in their heart for me. So that. First part, Loz, I ran into an old crush who pops up in my mind every now and then. We saw each other in the rain, locked eyes, and have such amazing combo. Catching up was hot. Oh, wonderful, that's great. Locked eyes, that's wonderful. Had a text Vespi about dogs and undesirable. I tried to speak to him, but nothing, so I've left it affirming against it. Then was triggered by seeing his car outside some person's house. Don't worry about it, Rianne. Don't read into it. A friend lives down the road and said she had seen it too, so I got upset but didn't react towards SP. I affirmed that he loves me and did some kinds of affirmations too, and my friend had seen it since. Don't worry about it, guys. Stop reading into their cars at someone's house. Who cares? Maybe he's repairing something for them. Maybe he's doing work. Maybe he's fixing a computer. Don't give it bad meaning, please. Could you explain thought transmission and everyone's you pushed out? Well, everyone's you pushed out is thought transmission, really. So the whole thing's connected, okay? So everyone's subconscious is connected via oneness, right? Source energy, God in you, whatever you want to call it, okay? Nothing is created nor destroyed. You're already here before you came in as this human form, okay? We are spirit in human form. And that spirit links everyone. Everyone's linked. So as you send out thought, it goes to the other person's spirit and then oneness, source, whatever, subconscious, whatever you want to call it, like a mirror. So send it out and it gets mirrored back by them, back to you. And that means everyone's you pushed out because as you send it out, they can only think what you think about you, them, and situations, and they send it back. So literally everyone is you pushed out because you push out those thoughts and it gets sent back via thought transmission back to you. Thanks, Loz. I've been affirming all that, but we'll amp up my affirmations more. Good. Good morning, Loz. Only awake and here since my flood alarm, my basement went off. Oh, no. Everything's fine. Good. And affirming it's a simple, cheap fix in the morning and have a plumber here first thing. Good, darling. Friendly, is it okay to start expecting? Oh, no, that just jumped. Okay, 8 minutes, guys, and I'm going. Is it okay to start expecting things in 3D like texts and calls, even if it doesn't actually happen right now? Is that crazy? That's great, darling. Expect it. Why can't you expect it? Have high expectations. Now, my ex found her years after we split. Me and my ex got on great until he met her. I've always tried to welcome her in when they came to collect my son, but she was jealous of mine and my ex's co-parenting relationship and caused loads of problems between us all. I've always got on with his partners. I left him, but this one caused me loads of awful trouble for no reason. She beats my ex in front of my son and causes, oh no, lots of upset in front of him. Oh no, Victoria. Beat your ex? What the hell? Jesus Christ. Okay, well, imagine that bitch away, darling. Just imagine he's found someone's better. He comes to you and says, oh my God, I'm so glad I'm rid of her. She was such bad news. I can't believe I was with that bitch for so long. Wow, you're right about her. Everyone was right about her. She was a psycho. Imagine a conversation like that. Hi, subconscious Loz in chat. Oh, hello. Loz, can I revise a bad exam so the result comes out good? Yes, darling. Just imagine they made a mistake. Imagine coming back and seeing the result you want. Hi, Loz. Currently unemployed, need a job, but would love to do a job I actually love. Should I live in the end affirm in my dream job? Thanks. Yes, I have my dream job. I love my job. My job is so easy for me to get. Imagine you have it now. Loz, one of my affirmations is I turn heads everywhere I go. Last night at the supermarket, a lot of people were staring at me. I keep thinking I have to do something. I had something on me. Is there something wrong with my hair? Why are people staring? So obviously I'm not a good self-concept for thinking that way. No, darling, it's just you're not used to it. So the affirmations are not working. You're just not used to it. But yes, start working on the self-concept of, oh, yes, I'm loved and adored. It feels good to be adored and I am chosen. And there's nothing wrong with me and everyone adores me. Thank you for coming on live, Loz. We missed you. Oh, don't worry, darling. My SP made a joke saying, it's about time you married me. Is this still everyone's you pushed out? That's great, darling. Give that good meaning. And yes, everyone's you pushed out as in you want to marry him, he wants to marry you. You pushed that out. Thanks for being so bluntly honest. It makes so much more sense this way. Okay, good. What did I say? What is everyone's you pushed out? Yeah. EIYPOs. Everyone's you pushed out. Is hearing an affirmation that I frequently say being mentioned everywhere mean that my self-concept is imprinting the subconscious? If you go on my For You page, every single tarot says my affirmations. It freaks the hell out of me. So yes, it's really freaky. And I will say the most obscure affirmations and they come out and I think, what? Everyone's you push out, yes. How important is affirmations in your own language? Do them in your own language if it's better, darling. Because when I do them in Dutch, they sound like horrible 90s infomercial. I'll just say them in English. If you're Dutch, probably your English is wonderful. So just do them in English then, darling. My SP can't understand this about mindset and he has difficulties with his project where he put me as his right hand. I know it's manifestation of his bad thoughts, but he doesn't understand. When I tell him it's just manifestation of his thought, what can I do here to help him and the project? We're romantic together too. Okay, so, darling, just imagine he gets manifestation. Imagine he understands this. Imagine his mindset's better. Imagine him differently. Just don't tell him about it. Because if they're not open to listening to you about it, don't even bother. Just see them differently. Imagine them differently. Thanks, Victoria, darling. Ah, thank you. Did you have a question or another question? If you get diagnosed with a health condition, did you manifest it? Yes. You manifest everything, guys. Why'd you go to the doctor in the first place? Because you thought there's something wrong with you. Then you got diagnosed. See how that works? Why'd you go there in the first place? Doctor doesn't just turn up at your house out of the blue. I'm diagnosing you. Oh, I feel fine. What are you doing here? You know what I mean? That sounds terrible, but that's what happens sometimes. The tarots also made same affirmations. That's really weird. What are some good videos for intro on EFT tapping? Brad Yates, YATES, here on YouTube would be absolutely the best person, I think. Do my sleep affirmations need to be loud enough for me to hear them? Because on one volume I can barely hear them. Look, mine, when I used to listen to them, I've really got to start doing it again. I have it down so low that in the morning I can't hear it. So I think it still works down on a really low volume, personally. Sorry, I meant to say a few days later, my friend hasn't seen the car or van since. I feel really good about myself last couple of days, excited about manifesting. Oh, good, Rianne. I thought you were saying terrible things. Also bought and started reading the Florence Shin book, Game of Life. Oh, good, Game of Life and How to Play It. It's a great book. The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shin, guys. Highly recommended. Wonderful, Rianne. That's great. Alexa, I even do the whispering technique in English, even though my boyfriend doesn't speak English and he comes back with it in our own language. Oh, really? So you whisper technique and do that in your language and it comes back. That's amazing. Or you do it in English and he comes back saying what you said in your language. That's fantastic. EFT tapping, guys, is using the meridian points on your body. Okay, so there, or there, is it there? And your collarbone and under your armpit. Okay, go and watch Brad Yates because I'm not teaching it properly. But it kind of distracts you as you're saying your affirmations. You can affirm in or affirm out. Go and watch Brad Yates. Oh my God, Tara, I've been saying my affirmations too. It is so freaky to me. Sometimes I just save a lot of them because I'm just like, confirmed, confirmed, confirmed. People must be thinking, wow, Loz is really into tarot. But I'm just like going, yep, that's what I think. Yep, that's what's happening. I made my own sleep tape. Oh, good, but I just don't like listening to my own voice, so I got back on your sleep tape. Oh, no, darling. Any more questions, guys? I can't see any more. All right, guys, what are we going to call this live? BPD, we talked a bit about that. We could talk about that, I guess. Oh, we talked about that the other day with Amber Heard, though. We don't want to talk about that bitch again. I won't give her any more. Oh, third-party fears. Third-party fears. And what else did we talk about? What else do we talk about, guys? A lot of third-party in here today. Not feeling chosen, yeah. Not chosen. Third-party fears, not chosen, yep. Yeah, rampage on my voice memo, and I felt amazing. It's 7 minutes long, and I just kept thinking I sound like Loz. Oh, wonderful, guys. Yeah, I have a lot of recordings in my phone that I'll listen to when I go for walks and me rampaging. It's a great idea. Recreate your SP. Yes, we could call it that one. Recreate your SP and third-party fears. Maybe we'll call it that. Recreate your SP and third-party fears, okay? Loz, see my comment too, please. Oh, where is it? Things went well with SP. I reacted to him not doing what he said very badly, and he blocked me now. I revised. What can I do now? Well, that's good that you revised, darling. So keep imagining the revision is true. And anytime you think the old story, go back and revise again. Okay? Don't worry about them blocking you. Imagine he's unblocked you and he's talking to you. Just manifest away all the blocking. Just imagine he's talking to you now. Just forget about the blocking, like it never happened. Okay? Feels good that you're back with the lives. Have a nice day. Oh, thank you. When I saw a tarot message and it said reconciliation, your person will be driving in their car towards you. Oh, there you go, darling. When I made my affirmations along the way, I found it weren't enough and not personal enough, so I added and adjusted. Is that okay? Yes, darling, do that. Okay? All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me. I'm sorry I've got to go. I really do need to get these self-concept videos off tonight so I can actually get them up on the website as soon as possible for you guys. All right, thanks so much for joining me. I will be live again tomorrow, 9 p.m. EST, still Tuesday American time, which is daytime Australian time if you're still around, if you're in Australia. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.